I'm Dr. Dewsnup with Happy Ears Hearing Center, and I'm going to talk about insurance. Most people just don't understand their insurance benefits, and it's frustrating as providers because people tend to get frustrated with the clinics that they're going to when in reality it has to do with your insurance coverage. So I'm going to break it down for you. For hearing aids specifically, your insurance typically has a deductible, which means that that is a dollar amount that you have to meet and you personally have to pay out of pocket until your insurance kicks in. And then they might have what they call a co-insurance. So that means, let's say you have a deductible that is $5,000. You have to meet that deductible before they'll cover whatever the co-insurance amount is, which means a lot of people have 80% coverage and they're responsible for 20% coverage. So that means that after you meet that $5,000 or whatever it might be, that your insurance is only going to cover 80% of your medical bills after that until you reach your maximum out of pocket. When you reach your maximum out of pocket, then your insurance will kick in 100%. Now, 100% is not always 100%. So in hearing healthcare specifically, 100% might be $500. So we have a lot of patients who come in that think they have 100% coverage toward hearing devices, but it's actually 100% coverage of what your insurance will actually allow. And that number could be $500, it could be $800, it could be $2,500. So keep that in mind when you go to, audiology offices or any type of medical office where you have any type of out-of-pocket or maximum allowable amount. Because I hear people a lot, even just in general medical, say, oh my gosh, my doctor submitted this bill for $8,000 or whatever it might be. But you have to realize it doesn't matter what they submit that for. The insurance is only going to allow a certain dollar amount. So they could submit a bill for $8,000 and get paid $100 and have to write the rest of it off. So unfortunately, our insurance system is broken in the United States. And so providers have to get creative and people have to bill a maximum amount in order to try to get the most out of the insurance that they can, because the majority of the time, the insurance will knock it down to what they allow. So it doesn't matter what they submit. If the insurance only allows a certain amount, that's all they're going to pay. And so if you are going to someone who's contracted with your insurance, they have to write that off. And if you're going to someone who's not contracted with your insurance, you're probably going to get a bill for whatever that difference is. But when it comes to hearing devices specifically, if your insurance only allows $3,000 for your hearing aid coverage, then if they're telling you they cover 100%, that just means that they're going to cover 100% of what they allow, which would only be that $3,000. So, and some of them aren't that generous. So as hearing healthcare providers, it's very frustrating when people come in and, it's not like we don't do this every single day. We know insurance, we check it every single day. We check everybody's benefits. We understand how it works because we bill it all the time. But I can't tell you how many times patients will come in and say, no, my insurance told me they cover 100%, and they think that they're going to get the most expensive top of the line hearing device. And that's just not the case, because your insurance will cover the cheapest, most basic product that they allow. And that is never 100% of what is billed. So it is very rare to find health insurance plans that cover 100%, and usually they're government or city plans. Outside of that, unless you have just an amazing healthcare package through your employer for hearing aid coverage, that's pretty rare. So anyways, hopefully that makes more sense. Just thought I would share my input on that because that is something that comes up all the time.